Okay, we'll be installing the fold-over elastic on the first pocket for the Mom's Minivan Organizer in On-the-Go bags. We're looking at page 105, make the pocket step 1. Fold-over elastic is probably something that you haven't used before. It's basically a binding made from elastic. So it has this seam down the center, which allows you to fold it cleanly around the edge of something like a binding. So I've already made my first long pocket. Hold my elastic very tightly all the way down to get these nice gathers, so it'll be nice and tight when we go to attach it to the box. If you stick something in it, it's gonna hold it in really tightly. And then instead of mesh, I've picked this crochet fabric, and I've added the fold over elastic to this as well. You can see again that it's gathered up really nicely and it's covering all those loose raw edges. So let me show you the best way to do this. You need to fold your elastic, well, and just in case you're wondering, I use the ribbing on the outside. The softer side goes toward the inside. Leave a small tail at the end, about 1 inch, because if you start here on the end, this may get sucked down into the machine, and you don't want that. So if you leave a little tail, you'll have something to pull it through so it won't get dragged in there. So you need a zigzag stitch, and go ahead and put your needle down function on if you have that. If not, make sure you're sticking your needle down every time. Okay, I've got my bobbin untangled and a couple stitches to get started. So I'm going to grab about 2 inches down on the fold over elastic and pull it as far as I can without breaking my needle. I'm going to tuck all these raw edges in and hold it down right there. I'm going to grab the back here just to guide it through. Okay, and then just grab it a couple inches down again, pull as far as you can, tuck those raw edges all the way into the seam, and keep stitching. Okay, we got a couple more. Just want to get all those edges in. Usually it just tucks right in because you've already guided it into place. And try to make sure it's right on the seam there. Just keep pulling as tight. Whoop, my needle's not down here. Keep pulling as tight as you can. You really want it to gather up nicely with the tension. And just tuck that last end in and finish it up. Okay, so here's the finished pocket, nicely gathered. Okay, I've also got a step for attaching elastic cup holders to one side of the pocket. It requires 2-inch elastic, but if you can't find 2-inch wide elastic in the color that you like, you can also zigzag together 2 1-inch pieces of elastic, which is what I'm going to do. So I thought I would just show you how I do that as well. I like to use the widest zigzag and a pretty tight stitch and just center it right on the line and stitch away. Here's the finished 2-inch elastic, and this is what I'll be using on the 4th side of the Mom's Minivan Organizer to make the little cup holder loops. So finish up those sides and let's get this thing together.